Most bands announce breakups with press releases, farewell tours, or emotional final shows. But some of rock's biggest acts just disappeared without explanation, leaving fans and even band members blindsided. Breakups announced through newspapers, fax machines, or casual interviews that nobody saw coming. The number one band on this list imploded backstage minutes before showtime, and fans only learned about it through an angry statement posted hours later. Number 10. The Police. The Police finished their massive Synchronicity tour in March 1984 as the biggest band in the world, having sold over 10 million copies of their fifth album. Then they just stopped. Manager Miles Copeland pressured them not to announce anything, so fans assumed it was a temporary hiatus, while Sting recorded his 1985 solo debut, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. No official statement ever came, and by the time anyone admitted the truth a year later, the band was already history. Internal fighting between Sting, Andy Summers, and Stuart Copeland had reached brutal levels, with physical altercations in the studio and constant public arguments. A 1986 reunion attempt for Amnesty International concerts collapsed when Copeland broke his shoulder horseback riding the day before recording sessions, leading to fights over drum programming. Andy Summers later admitted he was fed up with lying about the band's status and finally started telling people they'd broken up. Number 9. R.E.M. Alternative rock pioneers. R.E.M. shocked the world in September 2011 with a simple one-sentence statement on their website after 31 years together. Michael Stipe, Peter Buck, and Mike Mills had released their final album, Collapse Into Now, 6 months earlier, but declined to tour it, giving no hint the end was near. The statement read, "As lifelong friends and co-conspirators, we have decided to call it a day as a band." The three members had been discussing the end for years, but kept it completely secret while recording their farewell album. They'd bounced back from 2004's critically panned Around the Sun with strong albums Accelerate and Collapse Into Now, going out on top rather than fading away. Mike Mills insisted there was no disharmony, no falling outs, no lawyers squaring off, making them pioneers of the amicable breakup with no farewell tour or drama. Number 8. The White Stripes. Detroit garage rock duo. The White Stripes posted a brief statement on their website in February 2011, ending their 13-year run. Jack and Meg White hadn't performed together since canceling their 2007 tour due to Meg's acute anxiety, but fans assumed they'd return eventually. The website statement thanked fans and emphasized the split was amicable, but offered zero explanation for the timing or decision. The announcement blindsided fans who'd been waiting 4 years for new music or shows. Their 2007 album Icky Thump had been critically acclaimed and commercially successful, making the silent years that followed even more confusing. Jack White went on to massive solo success and formed the Raconteurs and the Dead Weather, while Meg retreated from public life entirely, effectively disappearing from the music world. Number 7. The Smiths. English indie legends. The Smiths collapsed in 1987 when guitarist Johnny Marr learned the band had split from an NME headline he didn't give. Marr had temporarily stepped away exhausted from the brutal pace, but Morrissey told NME the Smiths are over without ever informing his bandmate or bassist Andy Rourke. Marr opened the magazine and saw his band was done, reading about it with the rest of the world. The band had just released their masterpiece, The Queen is Dead, and follow-up Strange Ways. Here We Come was still climbing charts when Morrissey unilaterally ended everything. Tensions between Morrissey and Marr over creative control had been building for years, but the abrupt newspaper announcement turned it into a bitter legal mess. They never reunited, and Morrissey has spent decades blocking any attempts, insisting the legacy shouldn't be damaged by reunion cash grabs. Number 6. Rage Against the Machine. Political metal rap pioneers Rage Against the Machine imploded in October 2000 when frontman Zach De La Rocha released a statement announcing his departure, citing failed decision-making process. The band that spent the 90s raging against capitalism and injustice couldn't agree on internal decisions, with fights erupting over merchandise, their cover's album Renegades, and drummer Tim Comerford's MTV Video Music Awards stunt, where he climbed stage scaffolding and got arrested. De La Rocha's statement gave no warning and offered no explanation beyond vague mentions of dysfunction. Guitarist Tom Morello, bassist Comerford, and drummer Brad Wilk were blindsided and briefly continued as Audioslave with Chris Cornell on vocals. The original lineup reunited for tours in 2007 and sporadically since, but the cycle of breaking up and reforming without proper communication has become their pattern, frustrating fans who never know if shows will actually happen. Let's pause for a second. Did you learn your favorite band broke up from a newspaper or website like these musicians did? Which of these silent exits shocked you the most? Drop a comment about the worst way you found out a band was done, and let us know where you're watching from. We've got viewers tuning in from Texas and Ontario. Number 5. My Chemical Romance. Emo rock icons. My Chemical Romance shocked millions of fans in March 2013 with a simple statement on their website ending their 12-year run. The announcement gave no warning, coming just months after they'd released singles from their Conventional Weapons collection. The statement thanked fans for 12 years, but offered zero explanation beyond, like all great things, it has come time for it to end. Frontman Gerard Way followed 2 days later with a cryptic blog post about feeling hollowed out at a Mesiawe, a 2012 New Jersey show. Way later admitted the pressure after their massive success with the Black Parade album made everything miserable. Recording 2010's Danger Days had been torture, with everyone having opinions about what MCR should be, and the band unable to figure out their direction. Way told The Guardian years later, it wasn't fun to make stuff anymore, and breaking up freed them from the machine. They reunited in 2019 for lucrative tours, but insist there was no drama in 2013, just exhaustion and creative burnout nobody saw coming. Number 4. Sonic Youth. Experimental rock pioneers. Sonic Youth ended in 2011 without ever officially announcing they'd broken up. Their final show was in Sao Paulo, Brazil that November, and married couple Thurston Moore and Kim Gordon shared the stage one last time before their 27-year marriage imploded. Moore had been having a long affair with book editor Eva Prince, and Gordon discovered texts and emails despite Moore's denials and failed counseling attempts. The band simply stopped existing after that Brazil show, with no farewell statement or tour. Moore later claimed he never thought it was the final show and felt blindsided when everyone said he broke up the band. Gordon's 2015 memoir Girl in a Band revealed the full extent of Moore's affair and deception, making clear there would never be a reunion. Moore moved to London with Prince while Gordon focused on visual art and her Bodyhead project, and 13 years later, they still don't speak. Number 3. Pixies. Alternative rock legends. Pixies imploded in January 1993 when Black Francis announced on BBC Radio 5 that the band was over without telling his bandmates first. He called guitarist Joey Santiago afterward to inform him, then sent bassist Kim Deal and drummer David Lovering faxes breaking the news.
Outside there's a boxcar waiting. Outside the family stew.
Deal's sister Kelly reportedly came down the hallway and said Pixies broke up, while Kim was still processing the facts. Internal tensions between Francis and Deal over songwriting control had been building for years, reaching a breaking point after their miserable 1992 tour opening for U2. Francis later admitted he sent faxes instead of calling a meeting because he wasn't up for that discussion and just wanted to be done. Deal returned to the Breeders and scored a platinum album with Cannonball, while Francis went solo as Frank Black. They reunited in 2004 for money, but Deal quit again in 2013, and Francis admits they're no longer friends. Number 2. Talking Heads. Post-punk innovators. Talking Heads never officially announced their breakup in 1991, with David Byrne simply telling the Los Angeles Times the band was finished. Drummer Chris France learned about it from the newspaper article, telling reporters, "As far as we're concerned, the band never really broke up. David just decided to leave." Byrne admitted years later he possibly didn't handle it well, and maybe never directly told his bandmates. The band had gone on hiatus after their 1988 album Naked, while Byrne pursued solo projects, but France and bassist Tina Weymouth kept hoping for a reunion.
Let's make the message to the receiver. Hope for an answer someday.
When it became clear Byrne would only send lawyers to meetings instead of showing up himself, they tried continuing as the Heads with guest vocalists in 1996. Byrne recently acknowledged the breakup was kind of ugly and admitted regrets about how he handled it, but insists reuniting would be a bridge too far, despite fans begging for decades.
Why, say it again. Psycho killer.
Number 1. Oasis.
Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've...
Britpop legends Oasis imploded in the most dramatic fashion possible on August 28, 2009, minutes before they were supposed to headline the Rock en Seine Festival in Paris. Brothers Noel and Liam Gallagher got into a violent backstage fight over Liam promoting his Pretty Green clothing line in the festival program. According to Noel, Liam grabbed one of his guitars and started wielding it like an axe, nearly taking his face off before smashing it. Noel walked out to his car and sat there for 10 minutes before telling the driver to leave, abandoning 30,000 fans waiting for the show. He posted a statement 2 hours later. "It's with some sadness and great relief to tell you I quit Oasis tonight. I simply could not go on working with Liam a day longer." Fans and Liam himself learned about the breakup from the website statement, ending an 18-year run with no warning or goodbye. The brothers spent 15 years trading insults on social media before finally reuniting in 2024, though fans joke they should only buy tickets for the first night of any tour.